What's up, guys? It's the Hitman, and I want to talk a little bit about the video that just got released by Oval RC, Mark Claus. If you haven't been paying attention to the story, go back and look at stuff. If you have been, then this is my opinion. So, apparently, there was a race where Mark called out the guy that won the race for somehow cheating. He called the tires in particular. The whole car was torn down, transmission, motor was pulled, everything was torn down. The tires were cut open to make sure he wasn't stuffing foams, and nothing came of the tech. There was nothing illegal. So then Mark puts out the video today, and it's him, the guy that he called out, Chad, and another gentleman whose name I forget, who did the tech with Mark of the car. And they're talking about the whole incident and what happened, and that there's no hard feelings, and blah blah blah. So here's my take. Number one, I'm a fan of tech. I think there should be some semblance of a tech process at every race. I know that's a difficult proposition for a multitude of reasons, manpower and others. But tech keeps us honest. And, as a guy that builds his cars to the specs and, keeps it legal, I enjoy the idea of knowing everybody around me does, and I enjoy them knowing that I do. So tech's a good thing in my opinion. Now, the video. I don't know Mark, nor am I casting any judgments, okay? I'm telling you what I saw. The initial part of the video where the three of them are sitting down, Mark did look uncomfortable. And quite honestly, not for nothing, you're the guy that called out people or someone, and then you and your suspicions were proven incorrect. Yeah, okay, I can see being uncomfortable. And one of the comments on the video calls him out for that, how the other two guys look comfortable and Mark is uncomfortable, or whatever. I mean, you're in a rough position there. I'm certain he was uncomfortable, and probably is and will be for a little while. You call a guy out, you call a fast guy out at your track, and nothing gets found. I mean, hate to say it, but you then look like you were searching for, the holy grail that doesn't exist. And I know there's been some social media fallout because of this. I haven't really paid too much attention to it. But I know Mark had mentioned it in the video as well. Here's the thing, guys. Like, they explained how they're pulling fives around the track and nobody can crack a five. Of the three of them, the guy Chad finished first. There was a gentleman that wasn't there who finished second. The tech guy that teched Chad's car with Mark finished third, and Mark finished fourth. Now, I've talked to a couple of people about it too, and this video may change their minds, but until then, kind of sour grapes was one of the inferences, I guess, because, Mark's been doing this for years and he can't touch this guy, so he's just calling him out because he wants to find, something to either change on his car, or that the guy's doing something illegal or whatever. I don't know. I mean, you did finish fourth. It's not like, you were in contention and he beat you out. So I can see that point, kind of, but not really. I mean, I'm 50-50 on that point. But yeah, Mark had to eat some crow, and that's a tough thing to do. And this is the point where I had an issue, or have an issue, with the whole thing. The night of the incident, one of the guys asked Mark to videotape the teardown. Initially, Mark didn't want to. The guy asked him to not only video record the teardown, but to post it online. And initially, Mark didn't want to. Now, Mark, kudos to you if you ever see this video for putting it up, because honestly, I feel like if you didn't, then that would look bad for you. You know, if you didn't post the video and you were wrong about the teardown, it looks bad for you. Posting the video, okay, yeah, you were wrong, but look, this is what we did. This is how we determine these things. This is what tech process looks like. This is me on camera admitting I was wrong. Looks a lot better than if you didn't post it, because if you didn't post it, you're subject to what social media says. If you didn't post it, then the only people that know what happened were the ones that there. And as you well know, being, you know, on YouTube or a YouTuber for as long as you've been, and in the racing community for as long as you've been, people are going to talk about you and they're going to make up stories. Now there's no story to be made up. Here it is, cut and dry. So what's my conclusion on this video, on this whole incident? I think it's simple. I think I've already said it. You know, Mark called tech on a guy and he was wrong. And that's it. I don't think there's any more or less to say about it. I don't think there's judgments to be made. I don't think there's anything. I think a couple of guys found a really good way to set up a car, and the one guy that drives that car drives the hell out of it, and that's it. So, I mean, jump to your own conclusions, make your own, you know, opinions when you see these things, read the social media stuff, see the video. You know, the way that the video was released, I mean, listen, Mark's a YouTuber and he knows how to get views. Okay, members only first, and now it's public. Okay, kudos to you. You know, clickbait. Whatever, all the good YouTubers know how to do it. So, I think that's it for me. Mark, kudos to you for putting it out, even though you didn't feel comfortable doing so. Honestly, showing and saying you're wrong, admitting it in a public forum such as this, and then moving on from the incident is a way better look than, you know, something that can be questioned because only a certain amount of people are there. So, takes a bigger man to say you're wrong than it does to hide it. So, there's that. All in all, guys, I think it was a good explanation of the teardown. I think there was some stuff that was pointed out that is skipped a lot of times in a tech process. A lot of these tech processes are simply battery and go. I don't think that there's a reason for a full teardown of every car at every track at every race, but there are definite signs, and you know, people know it, you know it, that people are cheating. And if you're one of the guys that's cheating, you know that we can tell your car is fucked up. You can tell that the car is not legal. You know, it's not like everybody, like in this case, everybody comes to the track and runs 5s, and then all of a sudden one guy's running, you know, 4.5s or 4.8s or whatever. You know, there's something different about that car. It's either cutting the infield on every turn or something's up. And in this case, Mark thought something was up. Turns out it's just a really good setup with a really good driver. So that's all I got, guys. I'm the Hitman. Till next time, see you at the tech table. I'm out.